BlackBerry.com.
Hey everybody, this is Simon Sage from CrackBerry, and we're checking out the BlackBerry Z30. The BlackBerry Z30 is obviously a bigger device with a 1280 by 720 Super AMOLED screen, clocking in at 5 inches, a solid 37% bigger than the Z10's display. Despite that, the Z30's overall footprint is only about 19% bigger, plus the more ergonomic backing makes the Z30 considerably more comfortable to hold. There are times when the size is unwieldy, namely when I'm holding the Z30 in my right hand and I have to tap something in the top left. It's also hard to resist using two hands sometimes for tasks that could normally be done with one, but would just be a smidgen more uncomfortable. Otherwise, I've had no issues with storage or pocketability. It's sufficiently slim to be carried in most standard pockets. BlackBerry advertises 24 hours of mixed-use battery life, which falls in line with my experience. I could get a solid 2 days of use when coasting predominantly on Wi-Fi. BlackBerry claims 18 hours talk time, 16 days standby, 90 hours of audio playback, and 12 hours of video playback. A big part of the enhanced battery life is BlackBerry's new Paratech antenna technology, which helps fine-tune transmissions on the fly based on coverage and usage. This is both a hardware and software solution, but what does it mean practically? I'm on the periphery of Bell LTE coverage, and the battery life still managed to stand up to at least a full day's usage on cellular alone. On most phones, being in low coverage can mean eating into your battery life as your phone struggles to get a strong signal by pumping extra juice to the antenna. The display also saves on battery life thanks to an S-stripe pixel layout, similar to what's being used on the Galaxy Note 2. The Z30 isn't only big on battery and screen though, it's also big on sound. The stereo speaker ports on the rear are angled out just a bit so that it doesn't matter which side it's laying on. You can get solid sound either way, certainly better than most mobiles and even better than some of the smaller external speakers out there. Though the sound is extremely clear even at top volume, I still found it slightly tinny for extended listening sessions. Game audio, for whatever reason, comes through extremely well. The main thing is that the spread of sound is really impressive. You can drop a Z30 in the middle of a table and have everyone sitting able to hear it, even if in a fairly noisy environment. So what's new in BlackBerry 10.2? Lots of stuff, mostly small tweaks. The priority section in the hub is new. Every message that's identified as priority gets a little red stripe to the right side of the message. By default, these include emails that are marked as high priority by the sender, messages sent from anyone with the same last name as you, any reply to a message you've already sent, or threads and contacts that you manually designate as high priority. Though it takes a bit of training, I have found the Priority Hub useful for those times where I only have a few seconds to see what's up. Also in the Priority Hub is a dedicated attachment view. This lets you see all incoming attachments with the tiny signature-related files weeded out. This is perfect for when you just need a document and not necessarily the message that came with it. Attachments can be shown in a tile or list view and can be sorted by date, sender, name, or file type. There's also a dedicated search option if you know exactly the file you're looking for. The system-wide share menu has had a significant upgrade. Now at the top it shows you some of the most commonly shared to sources, including apps and contacts. These pop up after 2 or 3 shares and grow more prominent the more regularly you share items to them. This can shave off a tap or two from some shares and will be noticeably convenient for that one person you're always sending stuff to. Then there's instant previews and replies for BBM and SMS. These pop up at the top of the screen no matter where you are. Many of the built-in apps can toggle these on and off, including Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and individual email accounts. Again, you may need to tweak your settings to get this behavior right where you want it, but when you do, it's very useful. I can't wait for instant replies to come to other apps beyond BBM and SMS. Typing on the BlackBerry Z30 is markedly more comfortable than the Z10 due to the sheer button size. It's especially great typing in landscape orientation. On top of that, software improvements have added new audio feedback for different keyboard actions, and copy and paste have been revamped with inline icons. If you're wondering if the Z30 is a good phone, yeah, it's a good phone. You won't get Instagram on there without some wrestling, but it's a perfectly capable, strong device so long as you don't care about missing a few token apps. If you're wondering if the Z30 will save BlackBerry as a company, that's an entirely different question altogether. For Z10 owners, it's probably too early to upgrade, but if you're on the verge of buying one and held out, the big screen and the big sound of the Z30 may very well be your cue. This is Simon Sage from CrackBerry, and we've been looking at the BlackBerry Z30.